Hello everyone, just Goran here, and welcome back to the Blijdorp Zoo Tour. Today I am joined by Poison Blade.
I have to now switch to English, which makes my brain hurt.
Poison Blade, this is the first time you're on my channel, but we've known each other for a while. So welcome, glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Today we are going to continue where we left off in front of the Riviera Hall, and we are going to start with the Asia area. And the Asia area has a very nice official entrance on the other side. We're not starting there because we are on this side of the zoo currently. So we'll see that at the end. But yeah, here we can see the Riviera Hall from the outside, the Victoria Serre to be precise. And we have a brand new, I think at this point it's like a year and a half old flamingo aviary, which ever since it has been built, I have not been able to go inside of yet, thanks bird flu. I'm very happy with that.
I didn't even know you could get inside.
Yeah, you would be able to, but I don't think it has ever been opened, and that's kind of sad.
It's just a mirage.
Yeah, you just gotta pretend. But yeah, the Asia area. So we have 3 episodes coming up, and today we are starting over here in the Amur forest. So, yeah, we've got in front of us, we can see a beautiful netted structure already, which is the Amur leopard, which is, of course, an animal we actually have in Planet Zoo. Here's where you would come out of the aviary. Yeah, we actually have a Planet Zoo animal to look at, but before we head up to that, maybe you don't know, Poison, but we do like our backstage peeks here, just to get some little backstage inspiration. So I do sometimes go to places I might not be too welcome. But here we can see some backstage holding for some birds, I don't know which, and this is...
Are you legit now peeking through the fence?
Maybe. I mean,
is this series just going to end with you getting arrested someplace?
I mean, they make this perfectly GoPro-sized hole. I got it. But yeah, over here we have the Amur leopard habitat with a nice little viewing area, some bamboo, and yeah, just very nice, lush exhibit. There's a nice ridge in the back there where the Amur leopard likes to lie on to get a little bit of elevation. Yeah, I think this is a really nice
Have
habitat.
you ever actually seen the Amur leopards? Like every time that I've been there, I've never seen them.
I've seen them a few times. I saw them take a shit once in this corner over here.
Oh, that means that they're just like straight out of Planet Zoo. Because every time you look at a zoo animal in Planet Zoo, they just start shitting.
Yes. So the habitat continues in this corner. We're gonna have a quick look there, but we're actually going to head back because there is one thing that's kind of off the trail that you would otherwise miss. But yeah, we'll see that in a moment. So here's a second view area, just like the other one, where you can get nice and up and close. And yeah, just so much bamboo, so much lushness. I really like this this enclosure here. But yeah, let's quickly head. Oh wait, I forgot. See, I forget how I edited my own video. So yeah, I did see it. Here it is.
There.
It's actually there. Yeah, and it gets really close up to the glass. I mean, you can see its little trail where it walks. You can even hear it make sound at the moment, which is pretty cool. I don't know how well you can hear it through the Discord live stream. But yeah, let's quickly head back over here. Because yeah, off the trail here is a habitat which it's really easy to miss, especially if you're following the Amur Forest Trail. But there's actually a habitat over here for
fuck up. I've never seen this.
Yeah, so this is a habitat for the Francois Langer, believe it or not. And over here in the indoor area, we can see them. And this is actually attached to the Riviera Hall. So in the last episode, while we were walking through the Victoria Serre with all the birds, and especially the Slater's crowned pigeon, or the Victoria crowned pigeon, can't remember which one, this is actually on the other side of that. So this is kind of attached to that same building, this indoor area. So yeah, that's just to give you an idea. It just
looks like
a
service building or something.
Yeah, I mean, this is the backstage, of course, so this is where it would be fine. But they have a little gate out there, and then it goes into this pretty interesting cage structure. It's got a weird shape to it, kind of like a dodecahedron or something. I don't know my mathematical shapes, but it's a volumetric.
Oh, that was a shape. I thought that your brain just short circuited.
No, it's a shape. I don't know if it's the shape I have in mind, but yeah, you can see it has it's like an octagon, but 3-dimensional. Yeah, here you can see it better. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not quite circular because it cuts off where the backstage starts. But yeah, this is so easy to miss. It's crazy. But it's a cool monkey. But yeah, back with the cats. Back with the cats, we are heading further into the Amur area. Crossing this bridge over here, we are getting into the pelican enclosure. It was really funny. When I was here a year before this footage was recorded, this was covered in snow during April. It was really weird. But yeah, no, we got it nice and lush right now. And yeah, this is not... Yeah?
You got it nicer. I was there in the rain.
Yes. Yeah, so this is the Dalmatian pelican. And there's also, yeah, you can find some cormorants here usually. Over there is a little bridge that connects. It's like a shortcut from the Riviera Hall to the end of this trail. But yeah, we're not here for shortcuts. We want to see the whole thing. So, so yeah, you got a lot of nice space for the pelicans. You can actually see this enclosure from outside the zoo as well, as you're walking past the zoo from the metro station. And you can actually look into this enclosure too. Yeah, here we can see it, the cormorant and the Dalmatian pelican. But a little bit outside of the Amur area, we actually also get a peek into the next area already, because on the other side of this bridge is a peek into the Visayan warty pig habitat. So yeah, we can see them here. There's some babies as well. And right as I was here, they were getting fed, so that's always very nice.
This again shows like how different we look at animals, because the first thing I thought was bacon.
Yeah, I don't know if the locals of Malaysia or wherever these are from eat them. Probably, that would make sense. But yeah, it is a pig. Yeah, here we got the pelicans chilling. So they got 2 little islands. There's like a dock in the back. I think that's for feeding. And then over here we got a little themed area. This is the Amur hut. So yeah, themed after Siberia, where all of these animals can be found, except for the Visayan border peak, even though we do have a, I want to say viewing area in quotation marks, because technically you can view them from here, but it doesn't look like the zoo is taking the most care. Yeah, they're not really putting in care to keep it clear from foliage and stuff. But yeah, I think this is really nice. They got it's like a wildlife observation hut. Above the windows, you've got little signs about all the animals that you can spot here. Not only the animals that are actually part of the enclosure, but also we could just see an egret. Or is it called an egret? No, it's a heron. You could see a heron flying up, and they are actually signed here, even though they're not like technically part of the exhibit. But yeah, they know that they know which native species nestle down here as well. Yeah, so it's actually nice that they do kind of inform you of that as well. But yeah, that is it for the Amur area. Now we are heading into the Malayan forest edge, and that is actually what the Visayan pig belonged to. And yeah, we can see more of their habitat. So just like what we would see for other hogs, like the red river hog or the warthog, all the foliage has to be kind of blocked off with mesh or other means. But I do actually like how lush they did create their habitat with all the bamboo. Over here is a cool little educational thing. We got a woodpecker.
Oh, that would be nice to have.
And
I'm just staring at all of this, and it's just like, yeah, I want those tiny signs. Just for Planet Zoo.
Yes, please give me everything. Just give us the Blijdorp pack. Or the real zoo pack. Yeah, over there we can see the backstage of the warty pigs, and also just of the building that we're about to see in general. Before then, we do have some nice aviaries. So this one is for the Sumatran laughing thrush and the Vietnamese pheasant. I definitely know that by heart and didn't have to peek at my thing. Okay, here we can see the Vietnamese.
You secretly just have like an entire list now in front of you.
Yes, I have notes. Why shouldn't I? I know what I'm talking about.
I was just like, oh yeah, he's really smart. Like he remembers all the animals.
I know everything about it.
Liar.
So over on the right here, there's like a service path that goes up. That actually used to go to a viewing area of the Banteng, but it's blocked. It's been blocked off for a very long time. I don't know what the ID is of it. I can see that the viewing area is still there when I walk past the zoo, but yeah, it's no longer accessible.
I'm really disappointed that you didn't just hop the chain.
No. I have my limits. I will peek over, under,
you?
through anything, but no, you can ask Eben. When we were at Dierenrijk the other week, I was like hanging over a rope fence, and he was like, just take 2 steps. And I'm like, no, I will not cross that line. That is illegal. No, but yeah, over here, another aviary. This is of the Bengal eagle owl. Very cool. You can see it right over there, doing the owl thing. Did you know that an owl can twist its head 360 degrees, but only once?
I mean, you can do that as well.
Yes, exactly. So, we are entering the Asia house. And I always like to show the escape plan so you have an idea of the layout of the house. Because, yeah, there's usually not a map of a house like this. But yeah, this is a really cool house with just the wood. I don't know how else to describe it. It's cool wood. I mean, it's like all weathered and stuff. And over here we have a Komodo dragon. And this is Como, as the sign says. And this was the first Komodo dragon of Blijdorp. And no, it's not actually him. It is a cast of him.
I was about to ask. Like,
yes, that's the Komodo dragon enclosure. And, I think they have enough space. I mean, Planet Zoo will complain, but they always complain. So.
Well, Planet Zoo wants you to put a nature reserve for your polar bear, so
exactly. But anyway, jokes aside, the exhibit we just saw was the Indo-Chinese spitting cobra, also known as the thigh cobra, and this over here is the actual Komodo dragon enclosure. There is only one Komodo dragon in here, because you can't put them together all the time, because they will fight. They have to be very careful during breeding season to slowly introduce them to each other. And outside of breeding season, one of the Komodo dragon is being held in the Riviera Hall somewhere. I have no idea where, but it is off exhibit basically until it is time to breed.
I'm just like trying to find it.
It is in view right now, so.
It is.
Yep.
Am I just blind?
Yep. It's right in the back. There you can see it.
Ah, there.
It was climbing, which you don't see them do that often, actually. I was really surprised to see it up there. I also really wondered how it was going to get down for us from there. But
from what I can see, I think it's going to fall.
It's a controlled fall. It was actually surprisingly elegant, I will say. Oh yeah. These animals are absolutely amazing.
Elegant as a drunk man falling out of the bar.
Oh, no. It was way more elegant than that.
You haven't seen me fall.
Well, you'll never see me drunk, so. Next up, over here, we have the northern tree shrew, which I tried to find some fun facts about, but the Wikipedia basically said nothing more than that. Like, it is a northern tree shrew. The fun thing about the Wikipedia article was that it basically said, like, they're technically not shrews, and they do not really live in trees. So,
they're just a lie.
They're basically just a lie. I did like the fact that I was like, I've never seen these, and I walked up to it and was like, damn, I still can't see it, and then it like moved into view. So,
it's like, now is my time to shine.
Exactly, it was just trying to prove me wrong. So over here we also have a little burrow viewing area for the Komodo dragon, which is really cool. And then there's a little quiz over there. You got like buttons to answer multiple choice questions. There's a lot of fun little education over here. But this right over here is an animal that we'll see in the next episode as well. We'll see their outdoor area next time. But right now we can look at the indoor area of the lion-tailed macaque. These are pretty cool.
Santa monkey.
They have both a lion's mane as well as a lion tail. They chose to name it after the tail. And this over here is something that people might be familiar with, thanks to my amazing video about the... what do you call these again?
I can't help you with that.
Pitcher plant. I made a video about pitcher plant exhibits. And yeah, this is one of the main ones. This was the glass picture plant. Yeah, sure. The glass pitcher plant exhibit of Blijdorp. So yeah, you can see it over there. And they got some indication about all the different types of pitcher plants and where they come from.
That's actually fun to do. Just not just showing animals, but also just plants and everything.
I mean, Blijdorp is a botanical garden, so they try to they try to do that. But I think this is one of the few places where it actually takes a really big central position. But yeah, over here we've got a very dark exhibit, and we could just barely see something moving in the dark over there. But there really isn't. It's really hard, especially with the reflections of the stuff behind you.
Yeah.
But those exhibits are for the grey slender loris, which I've never seen, as well as the Philippine mouse deer, which was the thing we could see shifting around in the dark.
Wait, aren't the loris the ones with like the huge eyes?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, I've seen those.
Huh.
They're cute.
Well, maybe next time I'll see them too. I'll keep an eye out. But yeah, over here there's some more exhibit with some plants as well as ants, which ants are cool.
Sorry, I did not expect ants at a zoo.
But there's plenty of zoos with ants, especially leafcutter ants are a very common one. I feel like I could, I know of at least 3 leafcutter ant exhibits in zoos. 4, actually.
Well, I have to probably rephrase it. I expect ants at a zoo, just not in an exhibit. Mostly around the trash can.
Anyway, that was the Asia house, Ruma, Asia. And we are back at the Visayan Warty pigs for a 3rd time. Because we just can't get enough of them.
First shot of the pig. It's butt.
I mean, I think it's really cool. Because every one of these viewing areas shows a different part of their enclosure. So it's not like you're seeing the same thing over and over again. It is slightly different every time. So it's pretty nicely designed. There's also no cross viewing. And then over here some theming. And we can have a peek at the backstage.
Chain to hop.
No. You could go around this one. But...
Yeah. You're not hopping the chain, you're just going around it.
Yeah. I mean, the chain has a
shouldn't
principle.
hop around the train.
Yeah, no, that's quite dangerous. Anyway, over here we have the Visayan, not warty pig, but the Visayan spotted deer. I guess the people in Visaya, I don't think Visaya is a place, I don't know. They love their free word animal names, I guess. But I really like this exhibit. It has 2 little rivers running through it, which then come out over here, go under these little bridges, and flow into the next habitat, through the next habitat even, into the lake with the pelicans.
Please tell me you went through the log. Please tell me you went through the log.
We're gonna have a look at the log, don't worry. But yeah, over here you can see one of those rivers. So it flows through the deer enclosure, under the bridge here, into the enclosure of the fishing cat. That's what that enclosure is for. Well, okay, I guess this one flows under the log and not into the enclosure, but the other one does. And then it flows into the Pelican Lake. So I think that's really, really cool. I love it whenever there's water integration like that. But yeah, over here in the log, you can see out into the fishing cat enclosure. I've never seen the fishing cat from the log, but I have seen the fishing cat. I've rarely ever seen them outside of their indoor area, to be honest. but they are really cool. They're tiny little cats. So what's not there to love?
The fish probably won't love them.
Fish. What about fish? So here you can see the fishing cat outside. Like the only time I've ever seen them do anything
They
other
are
than sleep.
really tiny.
Yeah, no, they're super tiny. I mean, this is a really tiny little enclosure as well. It's just a small little
Immediately
aviary.
goes back inside.
Yep, immediately goes back inside. Exactly. So yeah, that kind of leaves us at the end of the Malayan forest edge. There's just one area that we're still going to look at this episode, and we can already tell the theming is getting more and more Asian. More East Asian, I should say, as we come over here.
I was already going to say, like,
We've been in Asia for quite a while, buddy. No, yeah, over here we can look inside of the fishing cat enclosure. They've got a nice little ledge to perch on, as a lot of cats like. And yeah, there we can see it being all cute.
And like a lot of cats, it just sleeps.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you can throw a house cat in there and nobody would notice.
The funniest thing, like at Kasteel Park Born, there was actually an enclosure of a savannah cat, and I shared a picture with people, not knowing what it was exactly, and everyone was just like, "That's just a house cat, isn't it?" Oh yeah. Side note: this is really really cool. This was last year. This is a red cage fungus, which is a really special type of fungus which smells like rotten meat. And it was here for a few days, and I managed to catch it, and I thought that was really, really cool. But
I first thought it was trash, like the things connecting like cans and such. It's like, all right, why is this special?
No, it's really special. It's a fungus. But yeah, we're heading into the Chinese garden over here, which is really, really gorgeous. And we're just going to take it slow, enjoy the botanical garden aspect over here. There is one animal in here still, so if you're here for the animals only, be sure to stick around. But yeah, as I was saying, savannah cat. Turns out it's a serval bred with house cats. So it is basically just a house cat.
And they have a habitat for it.
Yep. Not Blijdorp, Kasteel Park Born. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It is a good thing to educate people on, though, because despite it being technically a house cat, it does have like the wild genes, and they can be a bit feral. So I think it's either is or is becoming illegal to keep them. So that's good.
Alright. I'm just now questioning, have they made sure that it's a Chinese garden and not a Japanese one?
I wouldn't know the difference.
One of those things is just like, yeah.
I'm not a garden expert. I mean, I would have invited Mike Sheets for this episode, but he's incredibly busy. He probably could tell me all sorts of things about these amazing plants that we're looking at, but I can't.
I can't.
I could have zoomed in on each of the blue plaques to tell you which tree or plant it is, but...
Oh, I can help you. That's a plant. That's also a plant.
Oh,
it's green.
That right there, that's a fern. Several of them. That's a tree.
That's a bush.
And that's an exhibit. So we got some more animals to look at over here. This is the exhibit of the Eurasian otter. And they've got a really nice little exhibit over here. In the back we can see the Riviera Hall as well, the Victoria Serre. And the part that used to have the hornbills, but not anymore. And yeah, here we can see the otters. And the otters actually have a baby. And I saw it as early as February this year. And I actually have a lovely footage of the parents and the baby, but I didn't want to bloat this video with all the animal footage, so I've made sure to upload a 6-minute video of the otters over here on my second channel. So if you're interested in seeing some cute baby otter footage, be sure to check that out. But yeah, we're just here for the enclosure, so it's very rectangular. There is not that much.
I mean,
a
lot of enclosures are not as like organically shaped as you think.
Yes, but some hide it better than this one.
Yeah, this is just a box with water.
Yeah, a box with water, 2 islands, and some cool logs. Anyway, this is a staple of Chinese gardens. This is the poetry thing. Here you almost thought that I was prepared. but no. So the idea here is that back in the day, poets would come in here. They would put like a leaf or something at the start of that little trail of water. And when that thing reaches the end of the trail of water, they need to have finished a poem. And if they didn't, they would have to drink. And that's how it would go on, and the poems would get worse and worse.
Because they would get drunk.
Yes, that is the story, at least.
I did not know that like water drill was like had meaning. I was just like, oh yeah, that's fun for the kids to play with.
No, it was a drinking game. At least as far as I know. I hope I didn't butcher the story and I'm spreading misinformation now. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was about. So, but yeah, this is one of my favorite views here with the big willow. And just the water in here is so serene and peaceful. You often... it's actually usually pretty quiet here. People tend to avoid these sorts of areas with little animals in them. Which is nice, because I don't like people.
We have just discovered that every Planet Zoo player is just a hermit.
Of course. We don't go to real zoos, we just make our virtual ones.
Yeah.
Our little happy places.
Where we don't have to talk to actual people.
Yeah. Back there we can see the filtration of the otter habitat, which is pretty neat. And this is the outside of the building that we were in last episode. We can see the curved part over here. That was where we could see that waterfall that was turned off last time. And back here we can also see some in between the main Riviera Hall and the Victoria Serre. That might be where they're keeping the Komodo dragon. I don't know.
They're hiding it from you.
They're hiding it from me, yeah. I wasn't allowed to see it. I was doing a backstage tour, but we only went inside the elephant stalls. Spoiler alert, in 2 episodes we'll be going inside of the elephant stalls. So yeah.
Doesn't it usually like stink so badly in there?
Yeah, totally. I spent a whole day in the elephant stall of the Beekse Bergen, and you could smell it for weeks in my jacket.
Like it's something with like elephants and lions for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, I mean cats have horrible smelling feces and piss. So over here, there's also something about this gate. I think it's like if you walk through it, it gives you good luck. Or something like that. Gate. But I forgot what it was exactly. It was either the gate or the pebbles or something about that thing was like good luck, a blessing.
Like I've not one thing of knowledge that I can provide besides chaos. It's probably the gate, because the gates have like a big meaning in. Well, yeah. I know it mostly from Japanese. I think in Chinese it also has like a spiritual meaning. So that's my one piece of information that I can share.
Yes! I knew I picked the right guess for this episode. So yeah, over here in the back we can see the little gazebo thing. And probably also there's probably a better word for that. That is more culturally appropriate.
I don't think you can call it a pagoda.
No.
Pagoda gazebo, something.
Pagoda gazebo.
Pagoda is the bigger thing.
Gazebo with a pagoda roof.
Yeah. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, behind the gazebo with a pagoda roof, we can see another very classic Blijdorp backstage building. That is just a small backstage building for the tufted deer, which Blijdorp is actually the species coordinator for the tufted deer. Believe it or not. They're actually the species coordinator for a lot of species, many of which are Asian. So you'll be hearing me say that.
Like big part for like the red pandas.
Yes, they are the coordinator for the red panda, as well as the Asian elephant. I think a couple of smaller species as well. It's really a lot.
As soon as they become species coordinator for like a squirrel, then I will just make my home here.
They might be. Wait, now I kind of want to look it up. Do I look it up while recording? Sure, why not? So
I mean,
it's some chaos. Cool plants over here. Yes, we gotta have some chaos with poison around. Right, let me
Like the chaos started when we started, and I thought that Amur leopard was a jaguar.
Exactly. I think I found it. Oh yeah, here, overview of the exceeded programs. Alright, let's see. Blijdorp. Alright, this is a tufted deer enclosure, by the way. I really like how lush this one is as well. Got a little cave in the middle. For a short while last year, or this year, this enclosure was empty. But yeah, I guess that just comes with being the species coordinator. They're constantly moving these animals around. They actually have 2 additional habitats for them as well, with the new red panda habitats. But here we have a baby.
They're cute.
Oh, they have fangs, believe it or not. They're really cool.
That makes them more amazing.
But yeah, of course, being a species coordinator, they get moved around a lot. They got 3 enclosures for these now. This one, as well as the 2 red panda enclosures. They also have space for the tufted deer. I know that they sent out some deer to Wuppertal earlier this year, because I was in Wuppertal the day that they arrived. So yeah. Alright, let's see. Blijdorp is the species coordinator for the Egyptian tortoise, the Rupel's vulture, the Dalmatian pelican, the red panda, Asian elephant, and the tufted deer. No squirrels. I thought.
Well, now they're immediately losing some points.
I thought for a short second they might have been coordinator for the Provost squirrel, but I'm afraid not. So at the moment, the gazebo pagoda thing is blocked off. I think it's due for some renovation, but this is from earlier. Yeah, I think this is from end of last year, when I was still able to go up to it. Yeah, we can see E-garden from another side, and we can go into the pagoda where I was trying very hard not to film the employee in here. But yeah, we got a kind of a top-down view of the tufted deer through this mesh. We can see that little backstage over there, and yeah, we can see more of the garden as well as the ceiling. Wow.
I love how as soon as you get close to the employee, immediately up to the ceiling.
Yep. So that was it for this episode. Here we got some teaser of the baby otter. You can see more of this on my second channel, Poison. Thank you so much for joining me.
No problem. I love looking at the just panicked look of the otter now. It's like, so yeah, where the fuck am I?
In the next episode, we will be continuing with the Asia area up to the red pandas, or as my guest for the next episode likes to call them, the rat panda. So we'll see.
No insult to the red pandas.
She doesn't mean it. She doesn't mean it. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
See ya.